Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone. It's me, GenuineParts, and we're back in If My Heart Had Wings. And I think Kotori just found out that we met Amane, because that shout in the last episode. Yes, I met Amane. Yeah. After that I went to the runway and met her by chance. Well, Amane had to leave. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a short time. It looks like she'll be coming back soon, so I told her to come by and see us then. Sorry. I feel like I'm not really to blame here, but I apologize anyway. I know exactly how Kotori feels. 3 days from now. It's like you told her that Christmas is coming. A big smile spread across Kotori's face. Don't go too far. Amane will probably become really downhearted if you do that. I know what she just heard. I'm having a major deja vu here. Yeah, after that I went to the runway and met her by chance. I feel like we had this conversation before. Well, she was only here for a short time. Oh, Amane had to leave. Why are you giving the exact same response as Kotori? At school I told Agea the exact same thing I told Kotori the day before, and she gave exactly the same response. There's a strong sense of unity in the Soaring Club. I think she's gonna come and eat at Flying Fish Manor. Amane was drooling too. Then we'd be able to see those eating techniques of hers again. That's ruined the effect of her good looks. Yeah, I agree. We all thought so subconsciously. The thing that Amane left behind, the thing that we had inherited from her, and also how much we'd grown. We wanted to see her as we are now. Hey, I have a suggestion. The truth is, I told everybody about the idea that had occurred to me the night before. We make her the advisor? 3 days later, as promised, Amane Mochizuki came to Kasagura. You know, if I'm right again, I should have written this visual novel. I swear that I have not played any further than I am here, and I swear I haven't read up on anything. I know literally nothing about how the story will unfold, and you know, I'm lucky at guessing, I guess. Ah, Hatto. In the afternoon, after finishing her work at Anshan's factory, she came round to Flying Fish Manor. Don't slap her. No, she's going to slap you. Don't do it.
じゃあなんでメールの返事しないんだ
Whack. Yep. Right down the line where Amane's hair was parted, Kotori gave you a big karate chop. Whoa, what are you doing?
バカコトリー、先輩の貴重な脳細胞にもしものことがあったらどうすんの。ほんと、今日はこのくらいにしといてやるわ。
Poor Amane.
ひどいぞ、コトリー。
Oh, come on, let's hug her. Amane rubs the top of her head where she had been chopped with tears in her eyes. Seeing those mannerisms makes me feel sorry for her.
あの人が天音さん思ってたより変ね。でも綺麗だよ。背も高くて優しそう。天才となんとかは紙一重って言うけど、限りなくなんとかの方に近そうね。
Hey, we've heard everything you've been saying, including Amane. Well, even if she did hear, Amane doesn't seem to have noticed.
紹介するわ。この子が新しく入った後輩の朝よ。へえ、この子が。私じゃないです。
Asa blushed and hid behind Yoru.
朝、ちゃんと挨拶して。この人が偉大な大先輩、望月あまねちゃんよ。
After being chopped on the head, it's hard to think of her as a great predecessor, but Asa seems really humble in front of her. She really is a good girl.
はじめまして、風と朝です。望月あまねだ。よろしくな、朝。
Asa is really excited by Amane being so friendly towards her all of a sudden and giving her a handshake. Because Kotori had told her so many times about how great Amane is, it seemed that Asa had believed every word of it.
こっちの子は？ただの部外者です。どうぞお気になさらずに。そうか、わかった。
Sarcasm doesn't work on Amane. She just took it at face value and seemed like she wasn't worried about it at all.
じゃあ早速ご飯にしよう。もうお腹ペコペコだ。はあ？何言ってんのよ、あまねちゃん。今日は葵くんのご飯を食べに来たんだぞ。私らに会いに来てくれたんでしょ。それもある。
She said it like she was meeting us while she was on her way to get dinner.
私たち先輩に見せたいものがあるんです。そうなのか。じゃあご飯の後。
It's dinner.
ご飯の前。葵くん、アンパンかなんかない？
I gave her bread that I had bought, thinking I would eat it for lunch, but had forgotten about. Here, it is to keep your hunger at bay.
はあ、うぐいすパンだ。さあ、行くわよ。久しぶりだな、ここに来るのは。
Said Amane as we climbed the gentle slope path of Windmill Hill. We flew over here many times on our test flights, didn't we? Flying over here felt good, so it was a regular occurrence when we were testing.
来年ここに私が設計した風車が立つんだ。え、そうなんですか？
Amane nods.
グライダー製作で得た空気力学なんかのアイデアを使って新しい風車をデザインしてみたんだ。実験的に何機かここに建てられることになっている。新しい風車が立つんですか？
For some reason, Asa's eyes sparkle as she joins the conversation.
ああ、来年だけどな。仕事の片手間に設計図を書いていたら他のスタッフに見つかってしまってな。知らない間に実際に作ることになっていたんだ。
Because of that, the number of calls and emails with requests had been increasing, she mutters. She's still a natural-born class, or should I say, a genius. Then, while thinking about the windmill that Amane had designed, we arrived at our destination. Here it is, Amane.
おお。さあさあ、入っ
Is the windmill going to be built on the shed? That would be ironic. Entering the dock, Amane looked up at the vast ceiling.
ここはここが私たちの新しい秘密基地よ。朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんに使わせてもらってるんです。
Amane takes a look around at the dock's facilities.
これはすごいな。随分と本格的じゃないか。でしょ、朝たちのおかげよ。
Thanks to this place, the plan that we've been working on is proceeding smoothly.
温めてきた計画？
We grinned while standing in front of the glider that we had positioned there.
これはやっと気づいたみたい。まあ、まだ全然途中だからね。
While Couture and Agea whisper to each other, Amane checks over the aircraft that was in the middle of being built.
やっぱりだ。これって。
We are improving it according to the designs that you have left behind.
私の設計図。そうよ。あまねちゃんがイスカのためにデザインしたやつね。
Agea holds out the designs that had been put over there. Amane looked at them quietly, and it wasn't clear if it was with a sense of nostalgia or sadness.
あの設計図ってあまねさんが描いたんだって。へえ。君たちはバカだな。こんなものただの机上の空論なのに。そんなことない。実現させるもん。活動場所がなくて何もできなかった間、私たちずっとこの図面を見ながら話し合ってきました。どうすれば実現させられるかって。
We carefully considered piece by piece the possibility of making the parts. We hypothesized the actual construction of all of the parts in the plans and carried out a realistic simulation. That was really painstaking work. But thanks to that, we were able to confirm that we could actually make it. That's why we can do it.
みんな、私たちは絶対に行くの。あの雲の回廊へ。その時はあまね先輩も一緒です。
We'll fly, bearing everyone's dreams with this thing.
やっぱりバカだな、君たちは。あまねちゃんの後輩なんだもん。しょうがないじゃん。あ、まったくだ。姉さん？私も。
Asa held her hand up and ran towards us. Then, did she run into Amane and knock her over? She slipped and fell over. Oh. Are you okay, Asa?
平気です。それより私も一緒に飛びたいです。もちろんよ。
Oh, crap,
あ
sorry.
んたはもう私たちの後輩なんだから。そうそう。嬉しいです。何よ、姉さんまで熱くなっちゃって。ほんとバカみたい。
She is not pleased. But then again, I don't think she ever is pleased.
いい拠点を見つけたな。ここならのびのびと制作できそうじゃないか。
I swear, if that base gets torn down because Agea's windmills, Amane's windmills, Amane seemed relieved as she spoke, having seen all of the facility once we had moved from the dock to the office. Amane must have been worried about us, which is just like her.
どうぞ、Amaneさん、オレンジジュースです。ありがとう、朝。
It seems like Asa has gotten quite friendly with her already. Anyway, Amane, there's something I want to talk to you about. I spoke to her in a somewhat formal tone. Nervous expressions appeared on Kotori and Agea's face. The reason why we brought you here is not to show you the new base.
そうなのか?
I nod sharply. Then I look at Kotori and Agea once more to confirm our intentions. They both looked back at me to tell me go ahead. Asa had just a nervous look on her face as she gripped her bottle of soda. Amane, can you become our advisor? I'm so great, great, great. I'm so smart, SMRT.
Come on.
Because we don't have an advisor, we can't be recognized as a club, like we talked about before. After that, we asked several teachers, but of course they all refused.
グライダーの専門知識を持ってる先生なんていないし、飛岡先生からも睨まれているので、もし顧問になってくれても資格を持ってないんじゃあんまり意味ないし。
As far as that concerns, you have all the required qualifications and you have the experience of managing a glider.
それはまあそうだが、でも私は先生じゃないぞ。
That shouldn't be a problem. I'm the one who thought of this suggestion. Before I changed schools, I was in the cycle racing club, but the coach was a pro racer who had been invited from outside the school. Bringing an outsider to be the coach is quite common in top-level sports clubs, and it's also not unusual for arts-based clubs to bring in experts. Amane had graduated from our school, so she was already very familiar with it. This meant that the chances of it being permitted were much higher than if we were to bring in a complete outsider.
お願い、あまねちゃん。あまねちゃんしかいないの。お忙しいとは思うんですけど。
Seeing us all bowing our heads, Amane goes into deep thought. She walked once around the office, then picked up the picture frame that was on the shelf.
あの時、私はグライダーと関わるのはもう最後にしようと思っていた。私の専門分野とは違うし、高いところはあまり好きじゃないからな。それに、もうイスカはいない。
Iska is no longer here? That meant that Amane didn't have any reason to continue having anything to do with gliders. Amane.
いいのそれで。だってあの時、もう少しで届きそうだったのに。届きそうで、届かなかった。きっと、そういうことなんだと思う。
Amane speaks as if she had realized something. The time, inside of you, you'd already found the answer.
ああ。
As Amane answered without hesitation, the rest of us, without knowing it, all hung our heads. It really was a thing of the past, Amane and gliders. We kind of knew this already, but now we felt that the truth we didn't want to accept was right there in front of us. Amane looked at herself in the photograph. The picture of herself with a slightly awkward smile on her face.
でも、私は君たちに返しきれないほどの恩がある。今度は私が君たちの力になる番だ。じゃあ、引き受けよう。顧問の話。
Yay! やったよ、
小鳥、葵。
Yeah, we'll be able to do something about it now.
よかったですね、先輩。
We all instinctively gave each other high fives and hugged each other to express our joy.
まったくもう、脅かさないでよ、あまねちゃん。本当ですよ。実はな、さっき話した新型の風車なんだが、特別実習という形で慶風学園の生徒が建設プロジェクトに参加することになっているんだ。
Can we read the whole text in the log? In a construction project, okay.
それなんか聞いたことあるかも。大掛かりな体験実習があるから希望する生徒は申し出るようにってそのことだったんだ。
The ones taking part must be mostly 4th and 5th grade students, even though they say they are recruiting those who wish to take part and they didn't ask us 3rd graders. I wonder where Gea had heard the rumor.
私はその授業で講師をするんだ。
Poe, Amani's proudly sticks out her chest. Her ample chest jiggled as she did so.
どうだ？すごいだろう。私は先生だぞ。大人なんだぞ。
As always, the thing that she's boasting about is a bit off the mark. Compared to teachers, those at the center of the big project like this are supposed to be of an even higher level.
じゃあ、天音先輩が授業をするんですか？
And with that, we're closing this episode. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye!